Hello world. This time I'm going back to English for a little while, just because I don't want to neglect my English speaking audience. This is one thing. Second thing, I think what I'm about to say now is actually meaningful for both English speakers and Hebrew speakers. Also, it's not going to be a long video. Sorry for speaking slow. I just want to share this video very quickly on my Telegram channel and Facebook bullshit profile that I may have, as Facebook censoring me day in, day out, mostly day in and day in. So we're going to speak about Q, or about a Q from Q, or about us waiting for a Q from Q, Anon. And I think I'm going to say a few things. Some of them I know for some time. Others I know just in the last couple of weeks. And others I may never know. Hang on. I put a lot of compost here on the soil, so I get some flies as well. So, by the way, I'm saying it deliberately. I didn't even start to say what I want to say, but I'm saying, by the way, Trump is Swiss origin. Please remember that. We'll get back to it in a few minutes. So, everybody's waiting for, well, not everybody, but many people who believe QAnon to be real and believe that it may be, hi Yoav, it may be that QAnon and Trump are going to save us all. Millions and millions of people in the world are already aware of this phenomena called QAnon. Still, I didn't see one proof that he or they are real. I get stories, I get all sorts of pictures, I get all sorts of circumstantial evidences, if you like, but I don't get proof. I don't get hardcore, hard evidence proof. I tell you what I do get, or what I get proof for. 5G deployment is going on. The coronavirus bullshit keeps spreading. Not a virus, but a bullshit. Governments are obeying to the UN and its funds and organizations or sub-organizations. The globalist plan is going ahead, going forward. For all of these things that I just mentioned, I do see proof. It's out there, it's happening, it's real, as much as it really can get in this political arena that determines our life. But I don't get proof or even proper evidence for QAnon being real. Now, I do follow the signs, I do follow the stories, I do follow the hints, I know quite a bit about it, and I follow some shows and other channels and people like me who do proper research maybe and speak better than me about this phenomena. Sorry. Let me quiet it down. So I do get all these proofs and evidences for the other stuff, but not for QAnon, not for what he or they claim to do, that it's happening in reality. I don't see it happening in reality. Now, mind you, Swizzy, nice one. Do you see queer awakened millions talking about pedophilia and social? No, exactly, Yoav. No, I don't. And if they do speak about pedo, it may be just an Overton window for more people to speak about that stuff and to bring it closer to the mainstream state of mind and to be able to make it legal, nasty as it may sound. Now, think for a moment about other US presidents. Think for a moment about Reagan. Think about Bush, both of them. Think about the Clintons. Think about, and I'm saying the Clintons, although Hillary was not a president, she definitely wanted to be one. Think about Obama. All of them were a part of the conspiracy. All of them. Whether they had a small part or a larger part to play, all of them had a part in the conspiracy. Why do you think Trump is any different than them? I mean, I hope and I wish and I pray that he's not a part of them and that he is going to save us, him and Q and the rest of them. And I don't see any proof that this story is real. I don't see any proof for that. You know what I mean? Hang on. Right. Trump, friend of Clinton. Trump, friend of Epstein. Trump, friend of so many people who are Freemasons or parts of CFR or parts of whatever globalist club you want to name. Trump was in Davos in Switzerland and signed this agreement with Putin and China to reset the global economy. Now, let me ask you something. If they want to chip everyone, if they want to kill, let's say, half of the people and chip the rest, do you think they just come with military, with army? No. They want to promise you first the carrot. They want to show you the carrot. They want to show you the lollipop first, which is global reset. We're going back to gold. We're going to back everything with gold. This is great. And we're going to have a digital economy backed by gold. If you believe them, you're a sucker. I don't have any other name for it. You just believe professional liars. That's what you do, and you choose to do so. Sorry for my red nose, and I just got some sun. So, if you choose to believe what they tell you, it's your choice and it becomes your responsibility. But if you choose not to believe them and you see what I believe is happening, and it is their end game, it is their final solution, like even Gates is saying that. You should hear what they say. You should see what they do. See if it fits. See if there's a difference there. Again, I wish, I hope that what I say is wrong. And I do hope and pray that Trump, QAnon, and their people will do the job. But I don't see it happening because I see also here Bibi the Zibi. He's scared. He looks scared. He looks gray. And you can see he's not even a good salesman, because he was asked just to sell the Jewish people in Israel, sell them the plague, sell them the pandemic, sell them the chips, sell them the bullshit that we tell you to sell them. And he can't even do that, because what I see is a gray, scared man. And this makes me think that we are losing, and he knows that. We, the people, are losing, and he knows that. And what I see when Trump is speaking, and I do this because he likes to leave his lips like this, as if waiting for something. And what I see really is a lot of preparations for something, but this something is not saving humanity, the way I see it. This something is the collapse of humanity, is total chaos. And the only people that can stop it is us. The problem is that some of us are so fucking naive, are so fucking childish, that they want to believe really strong that someone is coming to save them. Q is coming to save them. Trump is coming to save them. And I'm waiting for a Q from Q. I'm still waiting for a Q from Q. Not words, not tweets, not status on Facebook, not even stopping the funding of the WHO by the US. It's just not enough. I mean, look, in January or February, I was told, soon it's happening. Then I was told, next week. Then I was told, they deploying all the army to make arrests of the globalists and of the deep state and of the pedophilia network and of all the bad guys. It's like Hollywood movie, you know? And I'm like, okay, you really believe that? Yes, all right, I wait. Nothing happened. I see army vehicles and army deployed in various countries, not just US. I see it also in Israel, I see it in the UK, in Germany, etc., etc. But the naive people, the childish people, they say, no, they're coming to, it's so silly. They're going to arrest the deep state, the pedophiles, the globalists. This army is to arrest them. Also, I hear from people in Israel who are in the Q business that the laws and the rules that Bibi is passing in the parliament is so he can arrest the baddies more efficiently. It's not for dictatorship. It's not to basically erase the state of Israel as a sovereign state. It's to arrest the baddies, the pedophiles, the deep state. This why he's doing all the laws, and this why he's ruining democracy. This why he's basically changing the structure of society in Israel. He's changing everything. And this is just here in Israel. Obviously, it's happening in other places as well. And people are still naive to think that it's all happening because Q wanted it to happen. Not Rothschild or Swiss families. We'll get back to it in a second, all right? No. It's Bibi who wants to do that. And he's doing it to help Q and to help whatever. Guys, it's a nice dream. It's a nice scenario, but it ain't real. Sorry, guys, sorry. Hang on. Trump's dad was in KKK, for example. Where the monarchy is falling down. Where is the UN? Switzerland. Hang on. If you look really what is happening, the army is being deployed in various countries, in various cities, not to take down the deep state or the pedophile ring. I mean, this you can arrest them anyway. It's in order to make ghettos. It's in order to close down cities and areas for the spread of corona. This is the story. It's not for deep state, pedophile, globalist rings. This is one thing. Second thing, who is behind all these things? And I put many links in this video description. Who is behind all these things? Is Switzerland. Look, the UN is in Swiss. WHO, Swiss. Davos, Swiss. World Economic Forum, Swiss. UNICEF, a large pedophile organization, Swiss. CERN, the collider, yeah? Particle collider, Swiss. The first Zionist Congress, Swiss. The Nazi SS is ISIS, Swiss. Most ISIS terrorists, the top notch of the ISIS. Remember ISIS, the Islamic State bullshit? Most of those who run it are Swiss professionals. The protocols of Zion are actually the protocols of Sion, and Sion is in Switzerland. And they speak French. And the protocols of Sion were published first in French. So many roads lead to Switzerland. So many roads lead to the same families and names and origin. Those who established Switzerland were the Templars. And I thank Sean Horse for all this information and all the links in this video description. The Templars established Switzerland in 1291. But at that time, there was no Germany, Swiss, Italy, France. I mean, there were, but this area was many tribes scattered. So you get what is called the ethnic Swiss from the, I think it was from the 15th or 16th century. You get the ethnic Swiss, some of them in the north of Italy, some in the north of France, some in west of Germany, I think it is, some in Liechtenstein, the only country in the world with a king's crown on its flag. I wonder why. All the gold is in Switzerland. Switzerland is neutral. Yeah, right. Like the UN. Yeah, right. The center of pedophilia in the world is Switzerland. Remember, I was counting many things on my hands. Remember, UN, Davos, Zionist Congress, Sion, many things, UNICEF, okay, World Economic Forum, and I added also Switzerland to be the world center for pedophilia. All roads lead to Switzerland. Many, many, many details there. It's not for me to share all of them. You can go and do your own research and start with the links I put in this video description. But you should remember, and you should know, Trump is Swiss origin. Fauci is Italian origin. I forgot now. Other big names are actually coming from Switzerland or parts of Germany or parts of Italy or parts of France. It's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence. Most of the money, of the wealth in the world are in the hands of royal families, and it's to do with Swiss families as well as the Templars who came back after the Crusades with some mysterious power and mysterious wealth. You should think about this. It's not so long ago, if you think about it. We're talking 800 years, more or less, right? You should know that the story of Q, the way I understand it, is to make you wait, make you inactive, make you pray, make you wait, make you hope, make you wish, make you not active. And unfortunately, it works. Unfortunately, some people who were part of the, let's say, anti-5G movement stopped being anti-5G, anti-corona, anti-whatever. They decided to wait and see what happens. They choose. It's their choice. It's their life. All right? I cannot really judge them. I can say I'm disappointed. I can say I wish it was different, but that's their choices. We have to choose what we have to choose, each and every one of us. This is very crucial time in our life, in history. And our children and grandchildren will have all the rights in the world to judge us for what we've chosen to do or not do, to think or not think, what we're thinking or not. They will have all the rights in the world to judge us. Like we judge our ancestors who, my grandpa, my grandma, my parents, they ran away from Germany, from Bulgaria. And some others have to carry the blame for their parents and grandparents being a Nazi. So each generation, I thank my parents to escape Germany. I thank my grandparents to escape Germany. And some others, maybe are still crying for their parents killing so many people in the Second World War, in the Holocaust. By the way, an area, a canton in Switzerland before the war was attached to Germany. And from this canton, some German Nazi elite came out, like Mengele, like Christian the Horrible, or something like that. And these people were really, really bad, and they were Swiss origin. Hitler was funded by Swiss people, Swiss wealth, since the 20s. So there's more links and there's more facts and little details that can connect all these pieces together. And all in all, what I want to tell you, stop waiting. No one is coming to save you. It's up to you. It's what I've been saying since day one. It's what I've been doing since day one. And I'm not talking since the corona started or the 5G started. I started to resist the 5G. No, I'm talking since 2009, when I realized reality is different than what I was told. I immediately became active, because you cannot change reality by pressing play and stop on videos. You cannot change reality by sliding your finger on a phone. It just doesn't work. It's exactly what they want you to think, but it doesn't work that way. And you need to change your cassette, change your hard disk, change your CD, your Blu-ray, your whatever. Change it in order to upgrade your consciousness, upgrade yourself, upgrade your connection to God, upgrade your health, upgrade your state of mind, upgrade your understanding of reality, and communicate it. Because if you don't communicate it, only you know about it, and it's just not enough, because we need quantity, not just quality. Give me a second, I'm reading comments. Hang on, here's one troll. Out. This time I will understand, fine, we are the power and we will win. Yes, they go to crazy. One of the state and he's talking about to create law. If someone doesn't wear masks, are going to be accused and murdered. Fauci is a Jesuit, indeed. Worldwide, wake up and stand up. That we need to fight. Yes. Swiss. Yoav is out of this video and out of this channel, by the way. Yoav, you had your chances. Thank God you were exposed, and bye-bye. all his comments were deleted and he's out. People should understand me why they want to believe Trump Q. Not the reason not to fight, got kind of dangerous situation. Indeed. Again, I just to make this point clear. You can believe Trump and Q, but don't stop fighting, or don't stop understanding, or don't stop trying to change reality, because there's many forces at play, but the war that is really going on is spiritual and is a religious war, if you like, but it's not between the Islam and Christianity, or Judaism and Islam. This is not the war. The war is between God Almighty, the Creator, and some mini, demi, semi gods who still have their energy here, and they have groups of people following them and feeding their energy, feeding them with blood, feeding them with massacres, feeding them with trauma, feeding them with children, feeding them with a lot of nasty stuff. And I believe the more days are passing, I believe that almost everything that we know is happening in the world, I'm talking about wars, and I'm talking about energy crisis, and I'm talking about a lot of things, are actually to get, so they can get their hands on innocent souls, preferably children. For example, in the last explosion in Beirut, just a few days ago, 80,000 children were saved by UNICEF. And when you read something like that, and let's say it's true, you understand that 80,000 children were kidnapped, probably by UNICEF, supposedly, in order to be used as a sacrifice, hopefully not, for these semi-gods. It just happened to be that thousands of workers from the UN and UNICEF were charged with pedophilia charges, and they were responsible for 60,000 children rapes. And this is just what was published. I'm thinking and talking about those who were not published. Hundreds of thousands, millions over the years, over the last 60 years, 70 years. I mean, what the fuck? What? So when you read the news and you read that, and you know how to put one and one together behind the news, behind the cover story, you start to, you stop and you start to make new arrangement for the picture of reality that you may have, or you may have had. You're saying, hang on, something is really, really twisted here. Something is really sick. Something really bad is going on under the surface. Now, this time is coming out. It's coming out on both ways. First, the globalists want to bring it out because they want to create chaos. And second, we, the people, are starting to look at these things and expose them more and more. We need to be careful not to be used by the globalists while doing so. We need to be careful to know where our heart is, where our mind is, and to keep our connection, our soul connection with God, because this is what they want. They want to disconnect this connection. And they start with children because it's the easiest. One second. And when I say it's an ancient war or religious war or spiritual war, because these semi-gods, what they want to do is they want to take over God's creation. Now we know they cannot do it. The question is how much they will succeed before we stop them. How much they will succeed before God stop them. How much they will succeed without us blocking their way. The more we stop them, the more people and children we will save. So while millions in the world are waiting for a cue from Q, we, the people, the rest of the people, those who know that the big C is a big fake, those who know that there's a globalist attempt to take over the world, those who know that it's probably to do with the Vatican, with the Jesuits, with the Swiss, with the Templars, with the Egyptians or pharaohs, blood-sucking pharaohs from Egypt, are still here in Europe. We need to wake up. We really need to wake up and grow our numbers and stop them. Now, to be honest, it's easy because we have the numbers, but we need to show the rest of the herd. We need to show them that they follow the wrong turn, and we need to call them back and ask them to walk with us. And it's a big task because propaganda is hardcore. Propaganda is big. We need to keep pushing. We must keep pushing. I hope that you understand what I was trying to pass on to you. Another small thing, this is just a teaser. You see this little bag here? See? Now, personally, I don't have a smartphone, but let's say you have a smartphone. You put your phone here. You close it and you off grid. You cannot be traced. No one can listen to you. Basically, your phone can be still switched on, but you're off grid. There's no signal. No one can contact you. You cannot contact others. No one can find where you are. This is like a Faraday cage, okay, for your phone. So very soon, I'm going to start offering this and sell this also to all the brothers and sisters around the world, just to show you that some Israelis here are still thinking and innovating, although they promised us in the Rockefeller Foundation document from 2010 that we will have less innovation. We are not going to stop innovating. So just so you see, this is just a prototype, or just before the prototype, but very useful stuff if you want to disappear from the net and still have your phone with you to use when you want to use. So let's say you move from Zurich, let's say you move from Basel to CERN, for example, or to Bern, various other places. So you can put the phone here, close it, travel. Nobody knows where you are. You can reach your destination, open it if you like. So on the net, you will appear here, and then no one knows where you are, and then you appear there. Understand? Anyway, this is one type. The other type, we have another type also to decrease the amount of radiation, but I will talk about that in the near future. No worries. Yes, these cases, I'm going to start sell them very soon, hopefully this week or next week. Very, very good idea. Very well done. Yes, Ophir, I'll just answer you. Yes, we're going to sue them very soon. I'm going to start another donations collections in order to sue them in court. We need some more money for experts' opinions and translations and stuff like that. And more to come. I mean, it's not the only way, obviously, to work or to do. Thank you very much, guys and girls. Catch you very soon. Just remember, while we're still waiting for a cue from Q, don't stop doing. Very important. Asi, I will not expose the activity of the New Israel Foundation and the connection with Bibi. It's just not something I should do, and I don't feel like going into it, but you can go and read. There's a lot of information about this in Hebrew. Thank you very much. Certainly, it's a spiritual war. It's an energy and vibration. Which energy you're looking to determines outcome your reality. True. Thank you very much, Toronto, Canada. Thank you very much, everyone else. And all the best. Bye-bye.